We're on the vlogger now. Hey, Joe.
What's up?
Kennan took the S4. Joe rode with me. And what have we been doing all day?
Well, hood cable DIY.
Hood cables.
Only took 5 hours.
Yeah. I never got the sense that it was taking 5 hours, but it did. And what a freaking difference. I'll show you the cable, the old cable and the new cable side by side. But the handle, I don't have to pull it nearly as far, and it opens so easily now. I could do it with my pinky finger. Before, you really had to pull it. So it's nice and tight now. And we're wearing long pants because now it's cold. It's like 60, 61 degrees, but that's done. It is an M550i. His license plate is high. Black sapphire metallic. I think, Kennan, I'm not a big fan of those wheels.
Really?
Why are the center caps so small?
I don't mind them. The center caps are kind of small. The M logo is really big. The M logo.
M logo, yeah. Well, it is.
Does M even mean anymore?
It is the M5. The black grills look ridiculous, though. That needs some chrome on there.
Well, yeah,
looks ghetto as hell.
The contrasting little line down there doesn't make sense.
Why is it gold? See, I still like the F10 better myself. I got my usual. What do you have?
Smoky burger.
Smoky burger, onion rings, and good God, Kennan got the Meat Master. And it is just that. It is 2 burgers and sweet potato fries.
It's like 10,000.
All right, take a bite. Yeah, that's got to be a couple thousand right there. What a beautiful thing. Oh, that's a small bite.
Took the Squidward bite.
Yeah. How is it?
It's delicious, but I think I need a fork and a knife.
Yep. We had to get Flipside. It's the weekend. We had that tonight. Kennan devoured the Meat Master. 2 patties, 3 buns, cheese, I don't even know what else, and fries. And it was delicious. I brought some leftovers home. I had not eaten anything all day, and I was working in the garage on the car with Joe and Kennan for about 5 hours. So I don't know how I couldn't finish a simple burger and fries for dinner, but I couldn't. That was today. We did 5 hours of workout here. It was extremely involved. The hardest part was not even that hard. It was just removing the dummy panel, which I had done before in 2012 when I replaced that cable. So here's the theory. Nate, you were 100% right in the group chat. The old latches in the front of the car, the cables were in really bad shape. The latches were rusting. The cables had swollen and busted open and required a lot more force to actuate the latches. And the cable in the car, the one that I replaced from the junction box up to the handle, had to cope with all of that stress. And where it actuates and pivots and where it was frayed. If I didn't show you before, I'll insert a picture here. That was dealing with all of the stress of having to pull extra hard. And I always noticed that my car you had to pull extra hard. So today, every single piece of that hardware is new with the exception of the hood plastic latch and the hood latch screw, which I replaced in 2012. So all of that's been done. It opened super easily. It was easy to align. The bumper had to come off. The headlights had to come out. It was kind of a pain in the ass. It's not difficult, you know. I've had all that stuff off 5 or 10 times before, but it is annoying dealing with the fender liners and such. I replaced all of the hardware in here, like the 3 screws up here that hold the fender liner in, the 4 at the bottom that hold the fender liner into the bumper. I had never had the right hardware because real OEM makes it super difficult to be able to tell what is exactly right. So I had these loose-fitting, ill-fitting acceptors that I would put on the bumper, and then you'd wrestle with the fender liner, which would bump the bumper around. And then when you put the screw in, the acceptor wasn't lined up, so the screw's just going into an open hole and spinning. So I would have to like pry this out and push the acceptor back. Well, I finally went through my bag of parts, found the right hardware, put it all in there, so not all of that is finally right with black painted 8mm hex screws like it's supposed to be. So 100% right, correct front end. New aux fan, which is super quiet. The one I took out said Siemens on it. Bear is or was the OEM for that. Maybe they superseded or facelifted something, I don't know. Certainly trust Bear / Hella, so I put that fan in. The old fan worked fine, but I was 4 bolts away from replacing it. I did have to cut one of those freaking bolts off because the stud that it connects to was spinning with the bolt. So I had to cut that off, and then somehow a new bolt threaded on, and it didn't want to spin the opposite direction, so I feel bad for whoever takes that off next. I have the old fan, it works. That might be something I just throw in the basement and keep on hand in case somebody here is like, oh, my fan died, I have no air conditioning, what can I do? Well, I have one you can put in temporarily, which is original, but worked great. So even more stuff replaced. I don't have to worry about popping the hood every time now. I would pull it slowly and be like, if it breaks, I'm screwed, but now we're good. All fresh, feels great. Yeah, I made a way bigger deal out of that than I should, but we're getting ready. The car's about ready to go. We got the right tune on it. The parts are done. Still needs tint, still needs film. It's supposed to go into a place in Cleveland on Monday, earlier in the day, and then come out later Monday in the day. But Monday through Thursday next week is showing thunderstorms, heavy rain. So if it doesn't get done, I just pay a lot more to have it done in California. So I hope I can do it here. With that, it's after 2 a.m. I'm gonna get to bed. Tomorrow's Sunday. We are doing a throwback day tomorrow. Kennan and I are gonna go biking. We used to bike 2,000 miles a day. 2,000 miles a year in the summer. We would go all over the place before we had cars. That was our way of going downtown and going around the lake and through the parks and friends' houses. And I miss that. That was a lot of fun. And I've tried to get out once a year since then at least. But this year we haven't at all. I'm here another 6 days. We've got to make this count. So we're going to go out tomorrow. It's ridiculously cold right now. It's like 50, but tomorrow's supposed to be a high of 70. So it's going to be fun. Talk to you guys on Sunday. Good night.